Social networks are among the most commonly used modes of communication. They come in many different shapes and colors. Like most creations, social networks were created with a positive purpose. While most of its users use it for its intended purpose, there are also some who use it negatively. With this being the case, we must become prepared. Social network users must become aware of the dangers of the social networks and how to protect themselves while using them. One of the most popular dangers observed on social networks is sexual predators. According to Richard M. Guo in his article Stranger Danger and the Online Social Network, an online sexual predator is someone who uses the internet to sexually exploit vulnerable individuals, typically underage youth. He also states that every 1 out of 5 youths will be approached by a predator. Predators typically bring up sex in the beginning of the encounter. While most teens will refuse the advances, some unprepared youths can become tangled up in the situation. Once the predator senses vulnerability, they begin to work on getting that youth to trust them. According to Guo, the prime targets of predators are frequently kids struggling with low self-esteem or those that haven't found a place to belong and spend enormous amounts of time in isolation sitting on a computer. Ever since the creation of social networks, cases of online sexual predators expanded substantially. The primary factor in this expansion is the popularity of social networks among the youth. More than 55% of all American teenagers use and post profiles on these services. While most teens make their profiles restricted, a good amount of teens do not, which means anyone can see their information. This makes the job of a sexual predator much easier. The second main reason predators flock to social networks is the information teens post on their profiles. Users often post information such as their name, where they live, and what they like to do on their profile. Predators use this information to gain the trust of their prey. While social networks such as Facebook have ways of protecting its users, the users themselves must become aware of how to protect themselves from sexual predators. According to Cheyenne Gray in her article Internet Safety in Teens Today, many teens and children think that they already know how to be safe on the internet. Some even believe that they are already safe. However, 16% of teens consider meeting someone they have never met but talked to online, and 8% have actually met an online friend in person. This is obviously not good, but how are we to change this? When a teacher or parent talks to teens about internet safety, they are generally not interested in what they have to say. However, teens are more likely to listen to other teens. Gray states, in my high school, library science students have been organized into 4 internet safety groups: internet dating, identity theft, computer viruses, and cyberbullying. Each group will develop PSAs to raise awareness and prepare students to safely use the social networks and search engines that most teens access daily. If all schools had programs like this, more teens would become aware of how to be safe while on the internet. It is not just the teen's job to know how to be safe on the internet. Parents must educate themselves about the internet as well. Once they are well informed, parents will be able to effectively discuss with their child the importance of limiting the information they put on the internet. Information such as their address, telephone number, and email addresses are all things that should not be given out. Parents should monitor the internet activity their child takes part in and teach them how to use the internet for the information they need and avoid harmful sites. The popularity of the internet and social networks is ever growing. This is especially true with the teens. While most teens feel that they are already safe online, the truth is they are not. Teens need to be educated about the dangers of social networks and the internet and how to protect themselves. If schools and parents work together to inform their children about how to protect themselves, the internet will become a safer place. For more information on internet safety, visit www.cybersafety.com.